What's up, y'all? You know how I always say that there's gonna be some battles that if we don't fight them, our kids are gonna have to fight that battle. It really, I guess it really played a big part into today, right? So we get into silver trades last night and we in GBP USD also from last night. And it gets to a point we up like 30, $40. But that's not an extravagant amount of money. You know what I'm talking about? Granted, we already blew $100 account this week, top of the week, but all in all, for 5 days, we still on one account, so the account's not blown, but damn, the bitch is at $15, right? And it's just the mindset of the approach of you gotta have that no matter what factor, or it's just not gonna work. So we enter silver trades. We start with a point oh 0.01 and we add another point oh 0.01. So we only got a point oh 0.02 running. At first, we had a point oh 0.01 and a point oh 0.05 on GBP USD, but then we getting closer and closer and closer to the London session. So I take the point oh 0.05 off because I really want silver to run because it's heavy enough to run and we can make a couple $100 if it do take off. Right? We bought right, everything. I feel like I executed at the highest that I could. And so I wouldn't have changed anything about the trade. So check this out. I wake up and the fucking $100 account is at $15. And then I roll over, text my friend, and I'm like, I sent a voice message. I said, nigga, I'm about to be a terrorist. Because why the fuck is my fucking lot size gone? Like, why is the account at 15 instead of 100 plus? Because oil, I mean, not oil, silver take off. And that's fine, silver take off, but the account was not over leveraged. It's pretty much perfect entries. Okay, let me go back to the over leveraged part. We can say it wasn't over leveraged, but obviously something fucking happened if the account is fucking going dud. I see that. You know what I'm talking about? Because even the right strategy at the wrong time is the wrong fucking strategy. But you don't understand. At this point, it's only a matter of fucking time. There's so many times they could drop this market on my head and take off without me because bitch, I can't go to sleep. Because I was only asleep from 1 a.m. to like the 10, 11, you know what I'm talking about? So it's just like you kind of got to take that perspective of the no matter what. And you know how I say that the market is similar to real life type shit? So I go on a rant with my friend this morning. I'm talking to him, and I tell him, I was like, dude, like I do everything right. I'm teaching the fucking world for free on YouTube. Them niggas don't appreciate the shit. Fuck them anyway. 'Cause I'm still gonna do it. You know what I'm talking about? Because it don't take nothing out my day. After I live my day, I'm not gonna make this shit the first thing I fucking do in the morning. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know how I am. But you gotta know me to understand who I am. So he laughing his ass off. Because it's real ass shit. And it's not the first time I've been told that I say shit out loud. I pretty much let my intrusive thoughts speak because it really needs to be said. And I've noticed everyone have the same similar thoughts as me. They just say it quietly, and I'm gonna say that shit out loud. But that's not something that's new. I've always fucking done it. If that makes sense, you guys know. I don't know why people be trying me because I always just fucking say what's on my mind. Like, all right, I blew an account, but you still a dumbass bitch. Because at the end of the day, the risk has to be taken no matter what. And if we don't take the risk, our kids have to take that risk that plays a part in day-to-day life. And the people to me that don't understand trading, they really don't understand life because it goes hand in hand. So it's Friday. I gotta pick up my kid. I picked her up earlier at like as soon as I woke up. I let the dogs out. Woke up, let the dogs out, cleaned up, and then went to Narnia to go get her. And I'm sitting in my in-laws' house talking and they were asking basically if I played sports in high school because I mean Aubrey homeschool, so we trying to get her into other stuff. So they asked if I played sports, and I told them I played basketball for a while. But I feel like I told them this story, but I don't think I did. Maybe it's a lot of stories I can tell people. So we're on the basketball topic, but I told them exactly actually why I didn't really play basketball like that. Like I played for a limited amount of time, but it was very short lived because I have knee problems. And the knee problems stem from when I was younger, like 10 years old, actually Aubrey fucking age. My mom, I may have told y'all the story. She had first off, I was in fifth grade and we was in this after school program. It's just a program that the school runs for the kids that need to stay after school longer than the rest of the kids. You know what I'm talking about? So my mom worked a couple of different jobs. So she left us at the after school program until she got off. But this one day in particular, she don't pick us up, but I guess she had already called the after school lady, this lady in Dallas, because I went to elementary school in Dallas, public schools. Dallas is crazy. Anyway, she called the lady. I guess she kind of friends with her. So the lady take us home with her and her kids. You know what I'm talking about? And I just remember getting a knee infection that weekend, and we was only at this lady's house because my mom, I ain't no time she was losing her mind like that. She losing her, she not even acting crazy. I'm thinking shit normal because I'm 10 years old. But she drove down to Louisiana with, I guess, this guy she was seeing. I don't even remember meeting that guy before they had actually got married and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't that fucking weird? But she had left us in the hands of some lady she met after school. And I'm gonna say this. Not everybody in the school is saints. I know that. I got no sense to know that. Y'all know that. So you just left us with this lady you don't fucking know, mama. You know what I'm talking about? And then went and got married. And then fast forward 30 days later, these two niggas get a divorce. So she left us at the hands of a stranger she didn't fucking know. Left us at this lady house for the weekend with her kids. House was dirty as shit. I injured my knee, caught a knee infection. And then I used to have to get that shit drained. They used to have to stick a fucking needle on my knee and drain my fucking knee. You know what I'm talking about? So it's just like I could tell y'all stories on faith because I can't teach faith, but I could just tell you how what I've experienced and how I've lived life and why my don't give a fuck meter is through the fucking roof. Because although I wasn't even fucking pissed, I was just more like, damn God, this is what we doing to me. This is what we doing to me. I'm about to be a terrorist. I'm about to be the most villain person in the whole fucking world. The world ain't never seen a villain like I'm finna be. If you don't stop blowing my fucking accounts for no reason, like I can't go to sleep. Anyway, fast forward. So I'm telling my in-laws that story today while I was picking up Aubrey. And then they were like, oh my God, like you never said that. Keep in mind, I've known these people for 10 years. Aubrey is finna be 9 in September. So pregnant with her in 9 months. So like 10 years. I've known them for 10 years. They never heard that story. So y'all probably never heard that story before either. So it's just like the resiliency in me is through the roof and it's shit that people would never expect to experience. So then it's just like when I say trading in real life, it's the same thing. It's still the same fucking decisions. And anything that we are not willing to risk and go through, our kids is going to have to do it because somebody in the generations of family have to do it. So they just in shock about the story of me being left with my school teacher basically, and then my mom getting married for 30 days, get a divorce 30 days later, but she left us with somebody she didn't fucking know. So that's ultimately why I didn't play sports. But then fast forward, I'm like, yeah, we need to get her into sports because I ain't got the same life I lived when I was a little kid. You know what I'm talking about? She living a different fucking life. She pretty much got the world in her hands, but it's because I took risk in order to do so. But there's different I would say trials and tribulations she do go through that I try to teach her at 8 years old how to work through them. So check this out. Last week, her Roblox account it get like banned for no fucking reason. No reason at all. It get banned for no reason. So it's just like since last Friday, I've been working through the system, contacting Roblox, trying to call them, trying to email them. They not wanting to give me information about their account. They trying to dodge fucking phone calls, dodge goddamn the customer support and shit. And so I'm just like real with her on first off, I done spent a lot of money with Roblox. And Roblox, if you're watching this shit, count your fucking days or unblock her fucking account because she only 8 years old. At this point, it don't fucking matter. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't understand why we going through this and it's an 8-year-old. Granted, too, I done spent so much money on this account and this is the second time y'all done banned this fucking account for no fucking reason. Aubrey don't do anything. But it's her little game that she likes to play with her friends, if that makes sense. So her account keep getting banned for no fucking reason, but her friend's account has never been banned. And then I ask her that I'm like, have Logan's account ever got banned like this? Like this don't make no sense. And I checked the history. She not doing nothing on the account. It's just a certain trial and tribulation she gotta go through and grow through. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna do everything in my power on the back end to make sure I get her account up and running if I can. But I also prepared her for if I can't because certain shit, just like in the market, certain shit is out of my control. And in that situation, I love my kid to death. I'm gonna fight to the end until I can't. But it's until I fucking can't no more. I done emailed them niggas 3, 4 times yesterday, and they not doing it. And them niggas finna get another 3, 4 emails as soon as I'm done with this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Because no, we not finna do it. But I told her, because it's been 6 days at this point since she's played her game with her friend. So I said, this is the options that we have. And it's similar to the market conditions, but nobody's ever taught y'all to be resilient through different trials and tribulations, and your trials and tribulations is going to be different than your friend's trials and tribulations, because maybe your friend can't handle that battle. Then you got to have enough perspective to understand that certain people can't handle certain shit. And that's how I go through life. That's how I get through the markets. That's how I get through business. That's how I get through day to day. Because it really is certain shit that's out of my control. And I feel like Silver last night was the best example of shit being out of my control, because I did not over leverage that account. The account was actually fine before I went to sleep. It was up 30, $40. It was cool, but Silver dove one more time and then popped up, respected the same zone I bought it off of. And then I wake up, I see it at 67. We bought somewhere at 66. I'm like, cool. But this is before I look up at the account balance. I'm like, where the fuck is my account? But at the end of the day, I can't spend too much time on it. It's $100 account. But I'm doing this challenge to show you guys you could do and be whatever you want in life as long as you got patience and resiliency. But the same patience and resiliency you learning right now, I'm teaching my kid and she 8 years old. The patience and resiliency you learning right now, your parents should have taught you. The patience and resiliency I have, my parent taught me. It was just in a bad fucking way. So I've always been this way. I've always had this mindset. I've always been able to go through anything. Like I remember working 2 jobs in high school, and it was like one it was like a winter storm. Bro, my mom was terrible. It was like a fucking winter storm. And it was like it's kind of like, Texas, we don't get snow, we get ice. And I just remember being a teenager and walking back and forth to work all the time, like to work and from work. To work because she wasn't even at home, so I had to get to work or from work because she wasn't picking me up. And then in the storm, she didn't want to give me a ride up the fucking street. I didn't work far. I just up the street. You could have just drove the car. Granted, we did live on a hill, so I understand her perspective in that situation. Maybe she didn't want to wreck the car, but I'm used to trying to understand people's perspective and shit like that. Just like I understand the perspective in the market. If I feel like I didn't over leverage that account, but at the same time something fucking happened, and I wasn't in any other fucking trades other than a point oh 0.01 on GU. GU didn't even fucking move. Got the nerve to not even fucking move a fucking muscle, and I blow my account damn near on silver. That's fine, but we grow the account from where it is. It's at $15. We grow it from there because I didn't took $30 accounts into 9,000, 10,000 plus dollars. Why the fuck would I be able to do it in this situation? The market just giving us a run for our money, just like Roblox is giving my daughter a run for her money. But my daughter, compared to her friend, as her friend, I'm not gonna lie, is a little weaker than her, because sometimes I have to correct his parents, and I'd be like, hey, if you don't get that nigga to calm down, my kid is not in charge of watching your kids. You're not finna be responsible for it. But if you can't get him to calm down, I'm gonna hang that motherfucking phone up on him. I don't care. So I know you sitting right there watching him do this dumb shit. So you better get him. That's how I feel. You know what I'm talking about? Because why the fuck you not taking initiative to control him right away? So of course, God not gonna let his fucking Roblox account get shut down. People meet my daughter, my in-law sister was in town, and she like, everybody love Aubrey. You know what I'm talking about? They're like, oh my gosh, she's like, oh my gosh, she's adorable, da da da, because she can communicate. She is, I say she got a lot of emotional intelligence. She probably got more emotional intelligence than me sometimes, but that's because I'm able to articulate and walk her through to certain things. So I tell her that, hey, I basically tell her life not fair. And I tell her I'm working on what I can to get her account up and running. But at the end of the day, if I can't, this is the options we got to run with. And it's the same approach that I'm teaching you guys. This is the options that we got to run with. On we could load this account again, or we try to grow it to 15. But if we blow to 15, we still got to load it again, because you don't have no other choice. This market is what it is. You can't be like, oh, if I blow this, I'm not gonna ever trade again, because that's guaranteed you just gonna be a broke bitch the rest of your life. I don't even know what the fuck to tell you, because when I blow accounts, just like I woke up saying I'm about to be a fucking terrorist, not legitimately, but that was my mindset. Like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? Like, why am I going through this shit? And matter of fact, I'm about to stop trading on Fridays, actually, because some Fridays be real fucking good, but the past 2, 3 Fridays, I had to blow my shit. Thursday going into Friday, it's almost like there's no point in even fucking loading on no Thursday, Friday. You know what I'm talking about? So I run through the motions with her, and I say, listen, while I'm working with Roblox and trying to work with them bitches to get this account up and running, I'm not gonna say fuck your game because you are only 8, and I know you want to play with your friends, but I damn near want to boycott Roblox because I just spent a lot of money on this account again, and they didn't ban the shit again. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like I understand the adulthood of everything, but I also gotta understand the little kid perspective. She just want to play her game. And I said, I know you got things a certain way. She done built a foundation of her game the way that she like it, but this is your opportunity to make a new foundation. And I said, and this foundation gonna be stronger because it's not gonna be under an email address. I ain't got no control over anymore. Like I don't have access to that email address. Let me put it under email address I got control over. So the next time they try to ban it, they can hide behind. It's not the email address that is on the account. Bitch, you know it's me. You talking to me. Well, I already told you what email address is on the account. Roblox. I already told you what email is on the account. You talking to me. You know I'm account owner. I'm sending you the fucking receipts of me having the account. I'm her parent. Why can't you give it to me? Now you trying to hide behind this is why I'm not gonna help you. All right, bitch, I got something for you. Don't worry about it. But while I got you, while I'm finna get your ass, I'm gonna fight the battle on the back end, but let me tell her how to deal with it on the front, and that's exactly what it takes in life. Somebody got to tell you how to deal with it on the front end. If you fight in the battle for the rest of your family, yo don't give a fuck meter gotta be just like mine. I don't give a fuck. Ain't shit that could be said to me. If niggas is quitters, niggas is losers. If your mindset don't match mine, I assume you have a hard time in motherfucking life. That's how I am. That's how I always been. But everyone likes my kid because she's like a little version of me without the trauma. So I say, hey, build a new foundation. I'm gonna try to get it back. But if I can't get it back, that's just the way the cookie crumble at the end of the day. And she say it's not fair because Logan account don't get taken down. And I say, and honestly, I say maybe that's because Logan won't be able to handle no account takedown like this because it's the second time in a few years that your account been taken down for no fucking reason. I said I don't have an answer as to why yours keep getting banned for no fucking reason. But I said, I said, that's just the world, kid. That's just the way the universe works. That's just the way God works. Your battle's going to be a whole lot different than your friends' battles. And it's because you was able to handle it. Like you didn't even bat an eye. You know, you have self-control. I know you upset, but you didn't even bat an eye at it being banned. You didn't cry. You didn't throw no tantrum. You just brought it to me, wanted me to fix it, and then been patient for 6 days. So I could either make a new account for you. You can start a new foundation. I want to say fuck Roblox because fuck them, but I'm not gonna do that to you because I know you got little games and your friends is in there. So we'll just run it that way. And that's exactly how life works. So if you don't understand and you can't if you ain't got enough emotional intelligence to understand what I'm talking about, and I can explain the market to a little kid and I got the best results and I'm showing the results and I'm able to articulate how to go through trials and tribulations in this market and in life to you, then I'm just gonna assume you a dumbass bitch you was never gonna make it. That's the only thing that lesson teaches me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? It has to be that way. Somebody has to be strong enough to survive the turmoil. And if it ain't you, I want you to understand everything you fucking hate doing, your kid gonna have to do, and you gotta pray that they strong enough to overcome it. You know what I'm talking about? So at the end of the day, life go on, life move forward. I damn near blew my shit last night for no reason in the middle of the night or early US session. I don't fucking know. I was asleep. Like I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm used to trading without having to watch my account, if that makes sense. And that's just the way it is. I'm not gonna switch up the way that I trade because I got an audience. Audience ain't making as much as I'm fucking making. Audience need to match me. I don't match the fucking audience. Audience ain't making as much as I'm making. Honestly, not from the fucking market. Who the fuck you know turning 200 into 100K in 3 days? Who the fuck you know turning 200 into 100K in 5 days? Who the fuck you know can flip 30 into $9,000? Nobody. Not many. And if they do, I promise you they got a attachment to me in some kind of way. We didn't collab in some kind of way to where we got the same shit. That's what I'm talking about. So everyone can understand in the trading community, well, past the trading community, because I'm a regular ass individual that learned how to trade, if that makes sense. I'm not finna put on no TV production for your broke ass to teach you how to trade to get the message across because I'm really just speaking in the matter of my free time throughout the day. You want me to sit here and put on the show for you, and bitch, that's just not gonna happen. Eventually, I'm gonna fix the camera situation, but until I feel like doing it, because I'm a lazy bitch, you gonna have to get the message. You gonna have to get the message how I put it. Hang on. What the fuck is my dough? All right, my bad. Had somebody knocking at the door. I had the groceries getting delivered, but forgot where I left off exactly. But basically, I'm not gonna put on a TV production just to get the message across because I don't have to. I got the best results. The results is right there. We all see it. You want the result or you don't, and this is gonna be the route that you have to take to get there, if that makes sense. There's courses, there's mentorship, there's signals, there's ebooks. That's the way that you got to work with me from here on out. And then it's like anything that's going to require me being there completely in front of you is going to cost a lot more money. But it's like you don't have to buy into the mentorships in order to learn from me because you can get profitable just using YouTube. You can get even more profitable using the ebooks. You can get even more profitable if you want just a course. It's the ball is really in your court. Do I care if you succeed or fail? No, because it's really up to you. But I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure I get the message out there, but that's gonna be my gift to the work to the world, the articulation of what you're gonna have to survive in order to be where you want to be in life. Because I want you to keep in mind, I'm 30, I haven't worked a job since I was 24, and this shit gonna forever be that way. You gotta adapt the mindset of the asset state of mind, and then you gotta understand that nobody else in your family was willing to take the risk and to go through the trials and tribulations it takes to be successful. So if you say that's really what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. Keep in mind everything else that's going in the world right now. That Carmelo Anthony case, we see Austin Metcalf daddy. We see the daddy racist. We've been through that shit. We've been through that shit. That kid's still in for the fight of his life. Appeals don't just happen overnight. He still gotta stay resilient. He still gotta handle his own in prison while he in prison for the time being. And that's if they able to get him out. You know what I'm talking about? But that's just the hand, the cards that he dealt. The cards that my kid dealt right now, the biggest thing going on in her life is her Roblox account keep getting shut down. But it's just the beginning, if that makes sense. Let this be her trial and tribulation instead of learning later down the line of, hey, this is what happened. You know what I'm talking about? Like the same, like I wouldn't want my kid to go through that kind of shit. But at the same time, his parents gonna stand in the front line and they gonna fight the battle that he cannot fight while he in there. Same way I'm gonna fight the battle that my kid don't have to fight while I'm up here. You know what I'm talking about? And whether you guys understand the mindset or not, this mindset that I have is what's going to get passed down to generations because I started working when I was 15, 16 years old. Started pretty much serving, not like serving tables, but in the restaurant industry. And then when I turned 18, I was serving tables. But you tell me from 15 to 16 to what, 24? That's all I worked in the world. It felt good. That kind of shit felt good. But at the same time, I know what it took to get to this level. I know the growth. I know the resiliency. I know the systems I got in place that's going to be able to handle the influx of the entire world. Everything else is just my daughter. She gets to get to adapt to it. And if she can't, I gotta teach her another way. It's the same thing as the homeschool. If you got a love for learning, then you can go homeschool and privately learn. But if you ain't got a love for learning, you gotta take your ass to school and they gotta force you to learn. And just because you work hard, just because you work hard don't mean you gonna be rich. You gotta work smart too. You gotta work hard and you work smart. Because there's a lot of 9 to 5 workers that work a whole lot harder than me, right? Work a whole lot harder than me, but they're not richer than me because I'm using the system to my advantage. You got to understand what's broken in the world. Everyone want to fight the case for the Carmelo Anthony case. Everybody want to fight that case. Everyone want to be a part of it, but nobody want to do the hard work. And it's gonna take hard work to beat everything that just fucking happened. Do you have enough of a attention span to fight it? That's what it come down to. So I'll leave it at that. Just wanted to give y'all an update in my free time because that's exactly what it is. Everything else is in the mentorship or in the course. You know what I'm talking about? I don't feel the need that I'm gonna have to get up here every day and talk to y'all. I'm past that. You know what I'm talking about? Like I'm a child of undiagnosed schizophrenic mom. You could say my childhood was abusive, but at the same time, I done grew the fuck up. I'm the child that probably should have never grew up in this world, and here I am, everybody thinking they can tell me what the fuck to do. Oh no, we not finna hide that. I'm not going for it. I didn't survive too much and I done made it all the way here. And I was trying to get help along the way, and nobody wants to help me along the way. And I climbed my ass to the top of the fucking mountain. And everybody want to fucking say. People don't get no fucking say with me. People don't get no say with me. You match the mindset or you skedaddle because eventually people learn I'm right. And then they come back with this sorry ass apology. Hey, I knew you was right. Yeah, nigga, I knew I was right too. You still gonna skedaddle. I catch y'all though.